Hey, happy Thursday, everyone. I'm just coming on to talk really quickly about somatic work and about really healing through feeling emotions somatically. So I've had a lot of practice on this lately, but I have found through my studies and through my own practice that it's just so important to feel your feelings and express them. For many reasons. I know too many people who distract themselves from their pain. So either through substances, marijuana is a big one, checking out in front of the TV, working all the time, whatever makes you feel like you won't have to really sit quietly with yourself and really feel into and check into your body and feel what's really coming up for you and what's really happening for you. So just really quickly, a technique that should always kind of go to whenever something is up for you. And, this is tied into yoga and the yogic practice of somatics and being in your body and learning to stay with discomfort. But anytime you're feeling off, you're feeling anxiety or like something is upsetting you and you're not even totally sure what it is, just spend a few minutes grounding, coming into your body, slowing down. Breathe as deeply as you can, as low into your body as you can. So fill up your belly really full like a Buddha, hold it in there. Really feel that grounding cord coming out of your first chakra all the way through the earth, connecting you to the earth. Exhaling that air, slowly breathing in again, holding that air in your body. Really slow down and really feel deep into the center of your body. And then when you feel you get to a state of calmness, really check in with where in your body that emotion is expressing itself. And typically it is someplace deep, so it would be deep in your gut, deep in your stomach. It would be in your heart. Your heart feels tight or hurts. I think for some people who hold tension in their necks and backs, a lot of that strain will come in their necks of feeling like they have to do too much or are carrying too much. Our body basically has answers and information about everything that we experience emotionally. And that's why you can tell when you meet somebody who does their work if their energy body feels clear and their body seems clear and healthy. But you have to release these things. So once you tap into where you're feeling it in your body, you want to really go into that space and really try hard to stay with that feeling and talk to it. What do you need to express? What do you need to move through? What do you need to move out of me? If you have a hard time accessing that information, that might be a good time once you've gotten slow, once you've sensed where it is in the body, to pull out a journal and try journaling and try to write out where is this anxiety coming from? Where is this sadness coming from? Why does my chest feel tight? I also think as people, we get so used to walking around just with a constant state of anxiety or disassociation with what's really going on inside of us. But I will say, if you don't get good at processing your feelings and processing your emotions, you'll walk around in a constant state of fear and be constantly enslaved to it because you'll do whatever you have to do to avoid feeling this stuff. And most of this stuff, like for me, like relational grieving, it's not really about the present situation. Typically it's about old stuff. It's about childhood. It's about the ways we didn't feel like we were loved the way we should, or we were seen the way we should have been seen. Old fears that are being triggered. But unless you go deeply into the center of that emotion and fear, it's going to hold you hostage. And you're just going to repeat that pattern over and over with other people or in other scenarios, and you're going to be hiding from it. And that hiding is going to translate into codependent behaviors, distraction, disassociation, addictions, all kinds of things. I'm not saying I'm like somehow, liberated from all this. I'm just saying that, every time we have difficult times in our life, it's an amazing opportunity to go back and do this work. And another thing to suggest is emotional freedom technique, which is a way of using different kind of somatics like EMDR, like brain tapping, to reprogram the emotional neuroplasticity, the emotional wiring that we have in our brains for freedom. So that's all. This is the deep work that I've been doing lately, and it's super powerful shit, and it's not easy, but freedom and lightness are a much preferable state to be in than just blindly being, dragged around by unexpressed pains and emotions. So I wish you all the best in this process.